5, so totally we have 5. So definitely the statement is correct. So if MySQL I underscore number rows return value is greater than 0, yes, definitely, because 6 is greater than 0 or 5 is greater than 0. Next, so we do not know how many number of rows we have. Suppose manam, see, you are you are a I know, I think you are a developer, so you know how many rows you have entered previously. But as an end user, I do not know how many rows in future I'll enter. Also, I don't know. So for that reason, I am writing while loop. So dollar row is equal to MySQL I fetch. Fetch at get the values from the return value. So so see, this is how get the values from each and every row. ప్రతి రో నుంచి మీరు రో తీసుకొచ్చేసి నాకు డిస్ప్లే చేయండి అని చెప్పడం. ఇది MySQL I అండర్ స్కోర్ ఫెచ్ అండర్ స్కోర్ ఎస్ఓస్ అంటే ఈ రిటర్న్ వాల్యూ ఫస్ట్ వాల్యూ జీరో వాల్యూ. సో జీరో వాల్యూ ఆర్ ద లాస్ట్ వాల్యూ యూ కెన్ write it here. The value will be getting ikkada. So what all rows you want to get? So we have created 3 rows. One is employee ID, employee name, and employee salary. The same thing you'll write it in echo and display them. So let me show you the program now. ikkada emana doubts unnaya? So executing a select query will be different. Executing a non-select query will be different. So executing a select query means, so we do not know how many rows we'll have in the table. So what you have to do is, first thing is you have to know whether the table is empty or not. So how to know that the table is empty or not is, so execute the query and store the value in a variable called return value. So n number of records you have, n number of n value will be returned to return value. Suppose I have 6 records, then the return value will be 6. So if MySQL I underscore number underscore rows of return value is 6, so 6 is greater than 0, then only you'll go to the loop and execute. Suppose if you have not entered anything and if you are trying to display those records, so 0 records, 0 is not greater than 0, you'll come out of the loop. If you have the records, then you'll go inside the records, inside the loop, and execute all the rows one by one. One by one, you'll execute using this particular statement called row and dollar row is equal to MySQL I fetch at get those values underscore SOs return value. So whatever the values we have written here, you are going to get one by one. Okay. So you're getting one by one and you're storing like this employee ID, and you'll write you'll write however you have written in that. మన టేబుల్ క్రియేట్ చేసేటప్పుడు ఎలా క్రియేట్ చేసామో ఆ వాల్యూ మనం ఇక్కడ రాయాలి. సో వీ హ్యావ్ రిటర్న్ లైక్ దిస్ ఎంప్లాయీ నేమ్ యాజ్ ఎంప్లాయ్ and the first record name is EID. So instead of writing ID, we'll write capital EID, and instead of writing name, yeah, we have written the same name. So instead of writing salary, we'll write EMP underscore salary. Okay, na? Doubts ఏమైనా ఉన్నాయి? Any doubts? Doubts? J3? J3? Okay, doubt. Okay, done. Okay, done. So we'll write the same code now. We'll modify it accordingly. So that is the main reason why I've changed the table, so that we'll understand it very clearly. So whatever changes we have done, so select query is this. So nothing changes, the same program, only changes is, so you'll write a return value and you'll read the each and every return value. Command C and open simple text or your notepad, create new. Yeah. So let me show you this again. We'll modify it accordingly. Host localhost 3306. Our username is root, and we have not given any password. This is a default username. Instead of writing test, we'll write cscd, and So we'll create a connection object with the host name, username, password, and the database what we have created. And once the connection is not established, come out of the loop. If a connection is established, yeah, write connected successfully. Now we have to write a select query. As I told you, select queries will be different. You have to observe this. So PHP is a case sensitive programming. Queries ఎలా రాయాలి, డిస్ప్లేయింగ్ ఎలా చేయాలి చూడండి, క్లియర్గా చూడండి. ఓకేనా. So select star from, this is not our program name, and our program name is employee, capital letter EMPLOY. Okay na. ఇక్కడ వరకు నో డౌట్స్. ఇక్కడ వరకు ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయా? రైటింగ్ క్వరీ ఇక్కడ వరకు. Is there any doubt till here? No. Okay. So executing this query. So whenever you try to execute select command, we totally have 6 rows in that. So the 6 will store in this return value because mysqli underscore query connection SQL. So when you try to execute this, you will get a return value which is not integer value. You will get a bundle of rows, and the bundle you will get, and the bundle will be 6. So mysqli underscore name rows. So this is not 0, so definitely it will go inside the loop, and each and every tuple will be executed by writing this method like mysqli underscore fetch underscore associate. So here, so you please execute this like this employee ID. We have written EID. అంటే మనం టేబుల్లో క్రియేట్ చేసేటప్పుడు the attribute names, whatever the attributes name we have given, the same way you have tried here. EID we have given. Name is same name. Instead of writing salary, what we have written EMP underscore salary. EMP underscore salary. This is what we have written. Okay. So this is how, if suppose everything goes wrong, zero results. If there is no records, suppose if this condition is true, mysqli underscore num underscore rows return value is 0 is greater than 0, wrong, so 0 results and display item. If this is false, then go to, if this is true, you'll get this. If it is false, you'll go to this and execute. At last close the connection. So save this like dot b select table is our table name, is our program name. Save this. So we'll execute this now. So database PHP, so select table. So employee 1, Lakshman, 2, Kritik, Kumar, Nitya, Jade, M7. So you can able to see the values what we have entered into the database. Okay. Is there any doubt in this? Any doubts? Okay. Okay, done. So yeah, this is I think you can execute the other programs well. Like I need not tell you the other programs. I told you how to create, how to insert, and how to select those values and display those values from the database. So the same what I expect from you. I'll show you one more example how to read the values from the text boxes and display it. So what you have to do is create a text. Yeah, I'll tell you afterwards. So take some time, ఒక 5 to 10 minutes కొంచెం గ్యాప్ తీసుకోండి, 5 minutes గ్యాప్ తీసుకోండి. We'll start again at around the time is 2:56. 3:05కి స్టార్ట్ చేద్దాం. మీరు ఒకసారి మీ దాంట్లో కూడా ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేయడానికి ట్రై చేయండి. If you are not executing, please revert that. So this is a very good website. You please follow this website. Okay. So all of you, whatever the Cisco thing have enrolled you, you please, all of you, please go through it. Sir, అన్ని ఎగ్జామ్స్ రాసేయండి. 28th I'll be conducting exam, final exam, and you please upload it. So the next hour, all of you, please go through it. Please go through program. I'm uploading this. ఎవరికైనా కావాలంటే చూడండి, చూడండి. The next video also I comes very good. So I have already taken this hour, the 29 members की attendance చేశాను. Shall we discuss one more program in the next class? or you'll work with the programs what we have discussed? Or shall we discuss one more program? Okay, only one more. Okay. So okay, no issue. Tomorrow, I think we have one more session. That session we'll see one more program. How to read the form value and display it on a browser. That we'll see tomorrow. And let me share you that PHP syllabus. So we have almost 70% of the to 70% of unit one is over. So I think you know how to declare a variables. I think you know how to what are the different data types. We have discussed array and strings. There is no much about and operators, expressions. Those all are everything. I think all of them. And we have written many functions. So we have many functions. See, this will be discussing tomorrow. Reading data from web form controls like text box, radio buttons, and text. Okay, this will be discussing tomorrow. And handling file uploads, yeah, definitely. This also will be discussing. This will be a very interesting topic. And this we have already discussed, connecting to databases, MySQL, and executing simple queries. Till now, we have done this. Okay, handling results. So we have handled results also. So how writing the select query, writing the table creation, table database creation. You can write the dropping a table. You can write everything. Everything you can do. Handling results is nothing but the way you once the query is executed, how you are going to display the executed table on a browser. That is what is handling this. This handling sessions and cookies again is a very good topic. So this will take very less time. File handling in PHP, it will take very less time. How to read, how to code, how to write. This is very easy. Okay. So we have to this we have already discussed in the class how to read the data. This but still I have to discuss it because the entire I will teach you how to take the inputs from the keyboard that I don't want to teach you. You can use the read line or you can use input. So write a variable dollar var is equal to no dollar a is equal to read line and write enter a value, enter b value, enter c value. If you want to typecast it, typecast writing int. So let me show you how to write. So that we'll discuss tomorrow. And if not, if read line is not working in the software what you have installed, even you can write input instead of read line, write input. So manam input also you can use in order to take the inputs. So instead of doing that, so why we have to do that? Because we are not working on a command line. So if at all if you are working on a command line, we'll use that input or whatever. We are not working on that. We are working on web application. So take the inputs from the form created, give a values in the form and read those values form details and try to display it on the form. That is what we have to do in PHP because we are not doing any command prompt, command related or standalone applications చేయడం లేదు. So in order to because we don't want to discuss that input or read time because we don't want that. We'll give the inputs in the user interface, we'll read them, we'll store in the database. If we want, we'll display the data which we have it in the database. So tomorrow's class will be we have class. Tomorrow's class will be this and handling file uploads. These two concepts we'll see tomorrow. Reading data from web forms, control like text boxes, radio buttons, lists, etc. Handling file uploads. These two concepts will complete. And in the next coming classes, we'll see how to handle sessions and cookies using PHP. Okay. So in this week, I'll try to complete this module one. I will try to complete this module one, but you have to do more and more exercises. So we have totally 20 programs. I'll give you the link where to what all programs you have to practice more and more. Practice more. Okay. Shall we leave?